doing, guys? Myself, Preddie OBE, hitting you with a quick one. Real talk, true season. Now, I've realised why these young kids don't have role models. I've realised why these young kids are running around riot. Because I'm going to have to keep it real on this one. You know the ones there, the 50-man march. Say no more. Salute to the real men that came down. But for a lot of you man, I don't blame the reasons why the kids are doing what they're doing. You've got single mothers that still was ready to come out on the front line. Once again. Didn't see no man them stepping up, nah? All of you man them talking about, oh, my baby mother this, don't let me see my youth. You man them are all failures, bruv. Shame on you, bruv. And I don't blame no mums right now. I don't blame you mums because you're being the mum, the dad, you're on the front line, you're fighting, you're doing everything. We couldn't even get 50 man to come out and represent. We had man them that represent, and we came out and we represented and we spoke to some fantastic kids. These kids were so engaging. But I'm looking at a lot of them, looking around the area and I'm like, rah, where's their men? Where's their role models? Where's the real men that's stepping up for them? No one's stepping up. None of the man them are stepping up, and you guys love it. You girls go for all these men that don't step up. Some any waste man. Most of you guys are washed up. Shout out to some of you guys that couldn't make it, that went down to the other march. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to some of you, man, that was working. But the rest of you, man, I don't want to hear it. Miss me with all this, oh, CP, you done well on the Instagram. And yeah, shout out to you, fam. There was certain man that come down from South. Yeah? South London. One boy, bruv, 24 years old, bruv. Shout out to Mo, bruv. I see you, Mo. 24 years old, bruv. Come all the way from Stratford. Represented, bruv. Came down to do work. Came down to put work in. And no man don't want to come out from Tottenham now. You have certain man coming off their own borough to come to Sutton and make something happen and say, listen, man, them, let's step up and rise up right now. And man them can't even do that. Shame on you, bruv. Shame on you. I'm done with all of you man them right now that are talking all this big talk online. Man them's out here. Oh, bruv, trust me, man's out here. You're not helping these young youths. You're not out there talking to none of these young youths. You're not ready to step up and be counted and be a man. That's the reasons why our women are always going to be on the front line. I'm sorry to say it. Women, you're always going to be on the front line. We're spineless. We ain't got no backbone. There's only a few man them that's ready to stand up and have a backbone. None of you man them have got no backbone. All you man sitting there trying to glow on like you're bad with your Gucci, your money, your fancy cars and rare, but you couldn't even step outside your borough, couldn't even step outside your house on a 2-hour thing and come talk to some of these youths and say, raw, let me give you something back to my community where I live. Because one day it's going to spin around, and what happens to your son now when he's jogging, when he's on road and he ain't got no opportunities? You're banged up in prison talking about gang. What happens to your son then? What happens when he gets joked? What happens when he gets stabbed? Nah, man, them don't want to think about it because you man them are the first to be like, not my son, my thing's pattern, get me, man. My son's gonna go private school and rare. You're an idiot, bruv. Full buying into the same suppressor that you once hated, and then now you're gonna make your son go through that understanding. You're a donut, trying to take them out the ends and everything, making them a comfy life and everything's all gonna be blessed while you shit on the whole community that you once said that you loved. And you infected it with drugs, you infected it with pain, you infected it with violence, you infect it. But what, man don't want to give back, no? To the same community that you infected, that you got your wealth, that you got your money from. I don't even care if you're a celebrity, influencer. Most of you guys, bruv, took the pain and the heart and the hurt from all your communities right now, bruv, and then you piss off and run somewhere else. Excuse my language. Straight, just keeping it facts. And I'm done with you, man, getting the glory. I'm done with you, man, getting shrined up. You're not no kings, bruv. Not rating you. You're not role models, bro. None of you are doing nothing, bruv. Just sitting behind your little computer, sitting behind your little phone, doing little videos. Yeah, man's out here, innit? Come on, Nah, you lot all fake. I don't see none of you lot really ready to help your community. Really. You talk about you love your community so much. You rep block so much. You walk on road so much. You hate boy them so much. You're ready to fight this and ready to fight that. But you're not ready to kind of put back into your own community. Spineless, man. Spineless men out there, bruv. And all you care about is image. And that's what we are right now. We're just an image fabricated. As long as you put something up on the gram and you're getting a couple of likes, everyone's like, oh, they're doing. But no one's really doing. No one's really out there. Shout out to the women that came out on the day as well. Shout out to you, Maxine. Like, shout out to you. That she came out and started riding and started talking to some of the girls. Even when I said to her, no, it's only a 50-man march. She's like, I don't care. I'm putting work in. It's taking our women to step up. We haven't even got our men to step up. And then you want to tell these kids, allow it? You want to tell these kids, come off the roads? You want to give them some guidance? You want to give them consistency? How? How is this if there's nobody there? How if we're not ready to step up and give them that guidance? It's shameful, man. So shameful. And at first, I wasn't even going to say nothing because it was such a positive day. We spoke to so many young people and I'm like, rah, we've got ideas now to be able to go back and tweak things and make sure these guys have got substance, make sure these guys have got stuff. They've all got information and emails and all that kind of stuff to be able to reach out to us now. And that's what they need. They need to be able to see friendly faces. A lot of them were just looking at us like, rah, like, no one does this. Like, this is sick. No one does this. Like, and it was also sick for some of the men that was with us. So Chris, what was that? How easy it is? I'm like, bro, it's just as easy as that. The most you was going to get is someone telling you to go away. But half of them are not going to tell you to go away because you're not coming with no attitude. You're just kicking it real with them and saying, bro, I see you. I understand you. You have to understand and have that dialogue with them. You have to break down that rapport and say, listen, bro, I've been there, done that, worn a t-shirt. But here's the solution. Hear what I'm saying now. We've been there, done that. How much man have you seen doing that and it's not working? Every man feels like they've got the lottery ticket on this road thing. It's not working, bro. Your brothers, cousins, friends, either dead or in prison, but you think that you got the lucky ticket. This ain't no Willy Wonka, big man. Yeah? It's not no Charlie and a Chocolate Factory, rude boy. Yeah? It's life. And it's your life at that. And I'm saying if you're willing to risk it like that and you don't want to get yourself a job and you don't want to be an entrepreneur and you don't want to make your own business, I don't know what you man are doing. And I don't know what you olders are teaching them. Because you olders are slack dash. Running around in these big boy rips that ain't even yours. Running around on some HB thing. Running around coming out of selfishness because you spent a couple of bags but you haven't got no substance. It doesn't make any sense. I thought you man was much more knowledgeable. You sit there and talk about man's being woke. Man's woke, CP. Man's woke. Man's woke out here. Man know my thing. Man know my thing. The government, this and that. Everyone's all ready to criticize me. Oh, bruv, you're fake now, bruv. You're not even real on the roads. You don't even know the roads and rare. If I don't know the roads and that's what you guys are teaching them, then cool. I'm glad that I left the roads. But at least I'm now going back to them and saying, you know what, big man, there's another way. You know what? At least I'm still in the ends. And at least I'm still willing to help some of these kids that you lot are shitting on right now. All because of your own greed. You don't care when them man go bing. You don't care when them man get stabbed. You don't be knocking on no one's door. You don't be reaching out to their mums after a couple of months, 6 months, 7 months. How much parents out there now grieving right now and don't see none of their friends? They were there at the start though, innit? Oh, mumsy, man, hey, you man riding now, mumsy. Shut up, man, about this mumsy thing. And why don't you just tell your brethren, allow it? Let's find another way, bruv. Why are we all fighting each other, bruv? We live in the same area, the same borough. My auntie knows my man for real and my man knows my man and raw, like, we linked up with him. I used to go to school with man still, like, regardless whether you think man's moist, man's not moist, so what? Who cares, bruv? What makes you the king? What makes you crown the person of walking around waving the wrong, telling people who's moist and who's not moist? It's a joke, bruv. I don't care. I'm not in none of your little fancy usual, so I don't care if people don't think I'm road. I don't care if people don't think I'm bad because I don't want to be road and I don't want to be bad. And I'll tell you that for free. So anybody that's missed me with all this road talk, missed me with all of that, it's missed that I'm past that. And if we're still at that level where no one's developing and no one's thinking about change and no one's thinking about upliftment, then it's a joke. The kids ain't got no chance. And it's so nice that we've got men like myself, men that came out, that there's a glimmer of hope for some of these youths. But for the rest of them, for the most of them, I don't even know what's going to happen. We're meant to be doing the 50-man march in Hackney, Northwest. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? Terrible, guys, man. Myself, Preddie OBE, but I just wanted to break that down. But for you guys out there, man, for you guys that are fathers, for you guys that are brothers, step up, man. You're not doing enough, man. All this big boy talking and shouting don't make no sense if you ain't following with actions. Lead by example, like I was saying. Lead by example. Joke.